You should never race a cheetah. Do you want to know why? Because you will always lose. And take this from me. I'm a marathon runner, and even though that which means I'm a pretty avid runner, and even I would not stand a chance against a cheetah. Now, according to the travelalmanac.com, the cheetah is the fastest land-based animal in the world. Now, the key word here is land-based. We're talking about overall when it comes to animals. The bird is much faster than the cheetah, actually, but that of course the bird is in air. It lives in the air, but the cheetah is the fastest land-based animal in the world. Now, according to the Big Cat Rescue, which is an animal sanctuary that resides near Tampa, Florida, on March 12th, on an article that they published on March 12th, 2016, they state that a cheetah stride is typically about 3 strides per second, whereas a horse can barely manage 2 strides per second. Now, before a cheetah strikes, it typically stays about 100 to 250 yards outside of where it wants to strike, which means that it can reach that 100 to 250 yards in a very short amount of time. And the maximum speed of a cheetah is about 75 miles an hour, which compared to humans is about 20 to 30 miles an hour. So of course there's a very vast difference between our speeds. Now, a lot of people, when they think about cheetahs, they think about speed and how fast they are. However, there are a lot of other interesting facts about cheetahs that people typically don't know about. And this includes knowledge about mating, where to find cheetahs, and most importantly, the fact that cheetahs are becoming very extinct. Now, I've taken various biology courses, and I've done a lot of research over cheetahs for the last couple of years, so I'd like to share some of that information with you guys. Now, when it comes to mating, cheetahs typically have about 1 to 8 offspring at a time, and over the course of their life, females typically have many mates. Now, when it comes to taking care of the babies and teaching them how to hunt, the females are also responsible for doing this by themselves typically. Now, where do cheetahs typically reside? According to Alina Bradford, who is a life science contributor, on an article that she published on livescience.com on October 16th, 2014, she states that cheetahs typically they live in Africa and Asia, and specifically in Asia, the Arabian Peninsula to the eastern India. Now, females typically live alone, and they usually migrate from place to place on a consistent basis, while male cheetahs, on the other hand, live in groups of 2 to 4, and they usually stay put where they are. Now, when it comes to cheetahs overall, their habitat is grassy lands, where they have plenty of room to capture and chase prey, and it also gives them a lot of room to run around as well. So, and the final thing I'd like to talk about is cheetahs becoming endangered. Now, according to Cheetahs.com, an article on Cheetahs.com that was published in 2016, it states that of the African population of cheetahs that once survived, only about 23% of that population still survives today. And of the Asian population of cheetahs that once was, only about 100 of those cheetahs still survive in a small part of Iran. Now, you're probably wondering, why have cheetahs become so extinct? There's 2 main reasons. First reason is that cheetahs have difficulty breeding, which makes life very hard for the baby cheetahs. But the more important reason is that the plains where cheetahs typically live are becoming smaller and smaller as people are beginning to take away the land. And of course, as the land becomes smaller, it becomes more difficult for cheetahs to find a place to live. But the other thing is that when the land becomes smaller, it becomes more difficult for cheetah to compete with other animals, such as lions and hyenas. Now, cheetahs are fast. I mean, they are known for their fast speed, but they are not necessarily the strongest fighters, which makes it difficult for them to compete with other stronger animals such as lions and hyenas for land and a place to live. So in summary, we have just seen how fast cheetahs can run and just how unique their mating patterns are. But hopefully the next time you hear about cheetahs, not only will you think about their immense speed, but you will also think about how difficult it has become for them to survive.